get my coffee. My allergies been too weak. Or yeah, we got out of here. Okay, cool. Well, no, we have got it. We are live now, so I'm gonna Gran Turismo 7 racing for this morning. Just gonna. I bought the last time I raced, I had some issues with top speed regarding the other AI drivers. I was using at first the Ferrari, and then what else was I using? I think I was just using the Ferrari. And now I've gone and bought a Citroen GT for that race because I was taking a look at the cars that were beating us when doing that race last time, and the Citroen GT was consistently one of the cars that we had a hard time with. Additionally, the Ford GT and the McLaren F1 were other cars that I struggled with because they just had incredible top speed. But the problem with that is that the Ford GT is 1.2 million, which is, you know, a chunk of money considering I only had about $500,000 when I finished that last one. And secondly, the McLaren F1 actually isn't available to purchase. I'm pretty sure that car is a second-hand only, which is basically one of those things where I just gotta like stalk it and try to get it. So, at the moment we've got this, which is the Citroen GT race car, which was the best car that I could get with my current financial situation in the game. So, I bought the car, but I just realized that after I bought it, I need to actually get some money to buy tires for it. So, I'm going to jump in. I'm not sure, I'm going to take a look at some of the races I haven't done yet, and maybe do a quick race in something, and then after that, I will go ahead and try and get this win for Monza. Let's see. That should be fine. I'm gonna jump in this. I'm gonna use flappies too because I last time I was racing with the shifter, it was really fucking me up. I mean, I guess I could use it, give it a shot. Start with a race, warm-up race around Spa with 911s, and then transition to Monza and GT3. Coffee. Bearing up the throat. I'm really dealing with some bad allergies. Since we moved house, it's been really challenging. It's been particularly in the mornings. goes. It goes. Like, almost all control. It just sits in the force all over the road. The weight that clearly is not affecting the road. But also with a lot of hard tires. It's really nice. Just poor grip all the time. Side by side here. Back to the side. Oh, leave us the room. Come on, man. Absolutely. Gonna send it down the inside, squeeze him out. I'm gonna get a top 3 to get eligible for the car. I'd like to get higher if I can, but it's a bit tough at the moment. These 5 laps out of the way, which is a good distance around Spa, especially cars like this. A little bit. Good news is with one of these roads, I should have these one set of tires. Oh, man, anyway. I know these races pay a decent amount. Depends on when you finish. Might have to do another one still, but I have to do this race anyway for the career of racing, so. Still got way more speed than I need to there, but. Closing up to the battle for top 6. Looks like we're not quite catching the front half. You can see our delta, that red box against our name. It's actually going down. It's not like flying up, but it's not going down fast enough that the next couple laps will have a shot, I don't think. So it's really going to be just a race to see how high we can get at this point. And I'm really having targets in there. Obviously, the podium is really what we need. But my non-existent driving at the moment is probably a struggle. Yeah. Go for it. Got one. Should be able to get this guy in bus stop. Or even earlier, let's say we get the closing speed. Maybe it's that aftermarket rear wing he has. Helping in the corner, slowing him down, having straight and short. Oh, the rear end, there you go. A little bit wide there. Alright, we gotta make up 55 and catch up to 55. Looks like P1 is kind of just running away with it, and then it's a little bit more congested from P5 to P2, so hopefully he can put in some decent lap times and try to catch him. That was better. Still probably could have held a bit more speed, but still going through definitely quicker than AI. More than 2 seconds there because we got such a better exit. Yeah, we're flying. We're catching up now. purple sector by quite a long bit. I'm gaining on the leaders now, but that's not going to be really enough. I'm going to get held up absolutely by this car here. Got to dispatch as quickly as possible, keep going. Try to make sure that we leave a bit more room than they do. Avoid collisions at all costs, really. No matter whose fault it is if we go to the wall. Oh, that corner again. I could never get the hang of that corner. I always, brake too late or really slow. And one time out of these corners where I was driving like ass. Definitely catching. The news is once we catch before, the battle for V3 is right there, so it's like at this point it's probably going to be on the last lap. We might catch him if we keep up the pace. Again, I apologize for not being so clear and all of that. It's just been I was saying rough hours. We're definitely making good progress though. We just hit the best lap, and it's about 2 seconds faster than our last best, so that was with a couple of wide moments that probably cost us a couple of minutes, probably like 41 or there. A little bit timid on the gas there, but still good exiting better than the AI, so we're catching them quickly now. Really making good ground. I think the race is a bit short yet to consider catching the win, but again, another purple. We're going nearly 4/10 faster than we did last lap, so a 41.4 estimate, if we keep it on the track, is definitely within reach. Depends how bad if these guys hold us up for fighting or not. Oh, down the inside, he did not. I probably went in a bit hotter than I needed to there, but I've really got to make these moves. Oh, God fucking damn it. Then I get hit for good measure. I guess that's what I get with a karma there. That might have been our chance out for the podium. Now it's fucking raining. Oh, wow. Okay. Not gonna be easy. That was a bad fuck up on my part. I just shifted down in the first a little bit too quickly while I was kind of squabbling a bit, and the rear just kind of got away from me, and that was it. God, this rain is really adding a challenge. If we had a few more laps, I'd almost hit. God damn it, again, the rear is just fucking gone. This is not even enjoyable anymore, to be honest. I fucking hate it when this game does stuff like this. It's like, you have no way of knowing what weather is coming, and there's no realistic way of getting it. The cars just die under these conditions. Like, it is severely wet if you look at the indicator on the left. This is like... Yeah, look at this. Keep it relatively low for rev. Try and avoid hitting the peak power here. The track is ridiculously wet. It's starting to dry up a bit, but as you can see like that, it's still squirming. Give the beans down the straight. I mean, I don't know. I don't think we're gonna be able to catch it. Just a lot of understeer creeping in. A real lack of grip at the moment. We're closing quickly. I mean, there might still be a shot, but I can't make any mistakes. Come on. Turn in, damn it. Ah, the rear end again. Fuck. So desperate to try to get this P3. Sending it. Seems like we have more confidence, even though my confidence level is relatively low. Trying so fucking hard here. Alright, he's gotta hold it. Gotta keep it on the track now. P2 is not far, but he's gonna try to keep this P3. 22 seconds slower. It just shows how slow we're driving and compensate for the wet weather. God damn. Concentrating here. Lap, we might have a double check. And see, I did the same thing again, shifted down a little bit too early, and rear end kind of spurs up a bit. The engine, yeah, it really cost me the same 10 spins I did earlier. Oh, that was a less than amazing race with one spin, but in a way, I guess the rain kind of saved us. But we had pace, and just making little errors. Still showing my rust. 35,000. Oh, that might be enough to get some tires. To get one set. I've already got hards that come with it, so might mean I can get some mediums maybe. I don't think it'll mean that we can get softs, but I don't need to watch that. Alright, now we can... Oh, I gotta change my car before, don't I? trying to avoid taking too much tail pass because as a musician it really hurts your voice. Alright, we got such a GT. Here we go here. I almost feel like I'm cheating because I really want to get a win around Monza in the 458, but I tried, and I mean I got so close. And I think maybe over a slightly longer race distance, I'd be okay. But I'm gonna try it with this another 15 lap and see how it goes, and then depending on that, I might try to do a slightly longer one. Weather. Okay, well, sorry, forgive me. Grid start, P10's fine. 15, yeah, that's fine. I'm pretty happy with that. We'll try that again. See what we can do in the GT as opposed to the 458. See what I can afford. I can't afford soft, just barely. Alright, we'll do it hard with softs. Give that a shot. Now, balance performance is applied. Okay. Well. Oh, wait, we'll find out. So, I'm gonna try and not talk too much. Just we go off and see how we do. Slightly slow on my reaction there, but super fucking tight in turn one. Oh, god damn it, what the fuck? That was not, that was not right. Getting these cars, it's Gran Turismo AI that are just truly mental. They don't understand the concept of space. Yeah, you gotta send it. Seriously, this is just bumper cars in a turn one with Gran Turismo AI. Yeah, see? Oh man. God damn, we got 90s. P1's already flying away. if you embrace the bumper cars, this is definitely needed to embrace for sure. Oh, it's an old 90s GTR. This car is amazing in the corners, can I just say. It is absolutely locked in. That was effortless. The turn-in is just incredible. I understand now why this car was flying away with it. It's just incredible the amount of grip I have. I didn't touch the downforce, you know, that could also be it. But I'm still gaining it, it's like. Trying to figure out how much I can push this car through the corners. Yeah, I was pushing it reasonably hard there, and I'm okay. We're not quite leaving that McLaren behind, but we're definitely not gaining on us either. So I should have taken a look at the fuel. I haven't been fueling yet. 8.7. But these guys are safe just a little bit. On the straight probably is one of the worst places to save it, but we're definitely catching. Straight line speed isn't a compromise like it was. We're not reeling him in incredibly quickly, but we're definitely keeping him on us. We're applying distant pressure, pulling away a bit from P3, so it looks like, again, similar situation in the last two races where at the end, it's going to become a race between us and top two, top three. Just pulling away quite a bit from what's behind us, but yeah, we're definitely keeping close. And I'm driving a bit concerned right now, trying to save a bit of fuel to extend the stint because I don't really want to go hard. I'd rather go hard soft, so. Yeah, look, I will if it comes to it, but I really think that a fast tire at the end can help us out, especially if a lot of these AI are trying to do that ridiculous stop strategy in super fast races. Yeah, there's just no grip problems at all. Like this thing's flat in the corners. Just within half a second now. Sorry, just within a full second. I need to get more coffee before I get on the stream, but I figured between band practice and everything else, better get on and make some content while left the time. So I'm staying close, fastest lap of the race. It's a nice change. We are about holding pace. We're gaining ever so marginally, not enough to really call it an advantage. Yeah, we're definitely. I go to say we're gaining, and then I make that fucking mistake again on the curb. I always make those little mistakes in the chicanes, take a little bit too much curb, and it just spits me out. The good news is this is more of a race, you know, I'm definitely having to drive well, and if I drive well, we do have what seems like, obviously our car is significantly newer than this Skyline in front of us, but it's still definitely taking us for a bit of a trip. And the field behind us is close enough that if I make a mistake, a proper mistake, it's going to cost me positions. It's not just going to be for the fight for P1. Really trying to bring the neck out of this car in here and keep nice and close if I can. Still saving fuel relatively well. Still got about 8.8 laps, 9 laps. So finish this lap, you know, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're looking at probably 10 or 11. Oh, put him under pressure. He locked up and went straight off. It's a bit of a gift from the Skyline driver there. Kept applying the pressure and he felt it. He's lost positions there. Gives us the lead now. Well, that's not great for racing. It's definitely takes the pressure off me a bit. I can drive to be fast, but I don't have any pressure immediately. I've got 3.5 about to the car behind, so really just managing the race at this point. Driver behind set fastest lap by a couple of tenths, by 2 tenths, so maybe he's pushing a bit harder than I am with the fuel, not making quite as many mistakes like that again. I need to really not hit that chicane, it's costing me. Okay, he's gaining now for sure. Another thing having that Skyline did as well is it helped us pick up a bit of slipstream to help combat the extra aero I'm running. I'm just running the default settings in this car, so it really helps me in corners like that where I'm pulling out a chunk of time, as you can see, about 3/4 tenths just in that little chicane. Did this sector as well, really confident on the gas, able to get the best exits. I can basically just plant it. Oh, come on. Shift is definitely good second hand at this point. Given quite a few years of use, so the pedals are a bit lackluster. That cost us about a half a second there. Got a bit confident there. Rear end started to twitch. This is still a mid-rear car, so there is quite a bit more weight over the back, more punishing. That Skyline, again, it's another one. It's that Skyline from, what, 95? 80s? I'm not sure. That one is catching fast, though. We're definitely not pulling away from him. It seems to be the theme in these series, particularly against the McLaren, that the older GR3 or GT3, as they are, but they're called GR3 for licensing. Those cars have much more straight line speed. Less, but the thing is, they have more straight line speed because they don't have as much active aero on them. Yeah, 84. He's catching us. This is going to be probably our fight now that the other Skyline took himself out. Yeah, again, I can hit it on that curve this time. Really firm with my upshifts here, and then buttons are starting to go a bit soft on me. Yeah, he's flying. He's definitely catching us. This is going to be a scrap until the end at this point. Though P3, that McLaren is right behind him, so it would be convenient for us if they started to squabble. Lose a bit of time. I've really got to pull out as much time as I can through the corners. This is definitely gaining down the straights. It's a similar situation to what we had with the 458, where we had the higher downforce run, where we were definitely making that advantage. But even then, that car with the extra aero wasn't as effortless as this. I can really push this car. I can lean on it hard. That, and I'm saving fuel the whole time, so it's not like I'm using all the tools available to me. Might be an idea to start engaging a bit more of the fuel as we enter the second third of the race, this middle portion. I'll be honest, the hard tires, they're mediocre, they're not really offering as much grip as I'd like, but at the same time, they're not wearing that bad either, so I feel like, oh god, we gotta be careful here, the missing. Really gaining on us, he's pulling out of the slipstream, he's coming alongside, we're going to be side by side into turn 1. I might just let him have it, I'm going to let him have it, I think. Not worth risking an accident with the AI in this game. He wouldn't have left me any space. We're going to rely on the better exits and do our best to catch up. That McLaren GT3 right behind, sticking within touching distance of both of us. Only about a second and a half, 2 seconds separating the top 3 at the moment. Did everything I could to avoid making big contact there. We're braking so much earlier than I'm expecting in these corners. Much more confident under braking, whether or not that's the downforce or just the technology difference for our cars. Might be a thought to turn up the fuel in a minute. As he is pulling away now. Thought maybe we might have the pace to catch him, but lap 6 of 15, we got 6.5 laps of fuel. If we're gonna go to soft tires, I've really got to stretch this stint out to probably lap 10, end of lap 10. We're doing reasonably well on the fuel. We've only got about 4 more racing laps after this. Then we can start to think about pitting. I think I'm gonna have to turn up the fuel here. Save fuel later if we need to in the stint, because I can't let him get away. He's pulled out about 2 seconds already. Give us all the fuel, all the beans. We need to catch up. We are pulling a gap to the McLaren, which is nice, but we're definitely still losing to the lead. You can see on the right that our lap times were really starting to drop without that fuel. We're losing probably about half a second. Took a little bit late into there. Rear end started to go as I tried to overcompensate. Making little mistakes now, pushing hard, trying to keep up here. Really don't want another situation like the previous 2 races where we have to rely purely on strategy to catch up. It'd be nice to have a win that's a merit on pure pace, but to be honest, we haven't had a win yet, so I'll take what I can get. Alright, we're starting to close up a little bit. Still in the corners, the midsection of the track, so whether or not that's the downforce advantage of this car and the probably 30 years of technology, or if it's just the fuel that we turn back up, but we're back closer to that 1 second than we were before. He was starting to edge up to about the 2.5 mark, so I'm happy to try to push hard through this final sector, try to get the slipstream done straight. Really wringing the neck out of the car here. Not saving these tires at all. Sparing absolutely nothing. Yeah, under braking, so much more confidence again. Bit of bumper drafting here. Yeah, he's still got the speed. He's probably still using a manual gearbox too. We're using sequential, so we're definitely gaining when we have to shift. We're side by side. I might have to fight him for it this time. Into turn 1, he turns in like I'm not even here. Left me no space, goes over the curb and bumps me off. This Gran Turismo racing in a nutshell. It's basically just glorified bumper cars. Shifter just completely would not go there. Spamming the button. Trying to get it to shift, but it's really not doing it. It's the worst problem it's given me. It's really just having to squeeze it hard to get it to shift. Not on the downshift, it's only on the upshift, so I pressed it a bit hard when I was angry. Either way, we are definitely getting closer to P1. We're maintaining that gap now, where before we were definitely losing it. Fuel doesn't look like a concern, so we can kind of push until we get to that pit stop. The question is to be seen too. I've upped the fuel wear, the fuel usage, sorry, so we'll see if the AI have a coherent strategy or if they're just going to stick with the hards. The other thing I was thinking of is maybe, yeah, they're sticking with the hards because of the balance of performance, which I think is ridiculous, but part of the game, so we might have to think about that next race when we try turning the VOD off and see what we end up with. Alright, we are gaining now. We're going to pull out to the outside for the overtake. We're well and truly ahead of him now. We've got a great exit, and the gears came when I wanted them to. through the first chicane, well and truly in the lead. Oh, lost rear end a little bit there. So now a Toyota in third place. That McLaren's been overtaken. Definitely don't have the same cushion we did before, all this fighting with P1, but we're now pulling the second out. I think they might be starting to hit tire wear, trying to save fuel a bit. Seems like they might be trying to do that no-stop strategy again, which again is ridiculous, but nothing I can do about their programming. Oh my god, the shifting. Really pissing me off now. You have to start preemptively mashing the shifter early just to pray to God it engages. Yeah, again, having to smash the shifter just to try to get it to respond. Start pulling one gear less than I need, which will actually end up helping us save fuel, which is not a bad thing either way. Tires are definitely starting to wear, but they're not feeling horrible, but we are getting close to that last third of the race. Looking like a pit stop soon. Yeah, again, there's just no... Really having to fucking pull hard to get this little shit. Alright, looking like I'm debating on a pit stop at the end of this lap. That gives us plenty of time to make up the time we lose. It's looking like a much tighter field spread this race, so we're going to have probably some more overtakes to make as opposed to the last. Tire wear did start to kick in there. First little rear end slide moment that properly cost us time. Definitely pulled a bit of a gap now to P2, and it looks like P3 is right behind him, so definitely going to have a tighter podium, I think, than the last races. I think the last margin between myself and P3 was probably about 30 seconds, and that last time we raced Monza in the 458. Yeah, tires are definitely second hand now. I can feel them kind of resisting a bit through the corners. A bit more understeer in the balance of the car, and this car has been absolutely phenomenal during this race. I'm quite happy with it. Feels like the boring choice, but to be honest, there's a reason why boring options are boring, because they just work. Yeah, the understeer is really poor. It's costing us time now. We're going to pit in and make this pit stop work, and we're going to pull in now. Start onto a set of soft tires. Definitely give us an advantage in the last third of this race. Give us about a lap of margin there. We're going to come out in P7, it seems. P7, P8 now. Can we send it? Yeah, we got the grip. We got the confidence in the grip. Oh, he's still there. Switch back there. Oh, causing a bit of mayhem behind us as we try to engage some real racing into this game. 18 seconds to make up and not much time now. But we've got all the fuel in the world to push, and we've got fresh soft tires. We're undoubtedly the fastest on track at the moment, and we can avoid getting held up too much in traffic. Haven't driven this car on soft tires yet. Jesus Christ, the bite in the turn-in is absolutely incredible. At this point, my wonky upshift will be the worst thing limiting us. That McLaren seems like the one that was fighting for P3 down in P5 now. I looked at this car here, but to be honest, the performance scale delta to the Ford GT and the Citroen and the Dodge Viper that I was deciding between is really quite significant. We've already caught up. It's incredible how much time we've made up there. Already flying past P4. They're all saving fuel like nuts now. Trying to make it stretch. That's a traditional theme that we're seeing in these races where they're much more competitive at the start and then really tail off hard at the end, trying to save fuel and stretch the stints. Yeah, we're flying. Fresh tires, not having to worry about fuel. We're already on the heels in first place, and it is the Toyota. It has absolutely come out of nowhere and made an overtake on the mid-80s Skyline that we've got behind us. Real spanner in the works. I didn't even think to consider this car when I was looking, but perhaps it's just a different strategy. Maybe he's planning on doing what I'm doing, making that extra pit stop and using the fresh tires and fuel to pull ahead. Closing in like nuts under braking though, it's only a matter of time. We get this guy. Try to take the tighter line, better exit, send it down the inside here if you can. Yep, send it late, we're past him. Easy overtake really, we've got a superior car. Keeping pace now down the straight. If you look at the delta, we're not exactly going away that quickly. The fact of the matter is we are still running higher downforce, but look at that, through the corners, pulled out about half a second there and still pulling out the exit, helping us down the straight. It seems to be the way to go around this track. If you have a bit extra downforce, you can make up so much more in the exits and in the corners. The difference in top speed is marginal. What they gain in top speed, you know, they're not going to gain enough to combat the extra corners. None of these cars are exceptionally quick in a straight line, topping out at about 160, 170. And he pits, he's in. So the Toyota, which is doing so well up in second place, even leading a lap, has come in now for a late pit stop. Coming out in P8, it seems. Be interesting to see where Sloan comes out in the grand scheme of it. See if he can catch up to the top 5 or even a podium if the pace is fast enough. Looks like at this rate everyone else is going to try to go to the end. If they're taking a pit stop any later than now, they really are ridiculous. Driving well now with these fresh tires. Track really is a joy to drive in fast machinery that's effortless like this. Able to ride the curve there, no worries at all. Absolutely flying now. See if we can't get that fastest lap, that 115.2. Nearly 3 seconds faster than our current best, but we're on fast tires. As I say that, we're going 9 thousandths of a second faster. Need a really good last sector. Got a bit wide there. Just barely, I think, kept it within the track limits. Pulled a bit too many gears down there. Might have cost me a little bit. Ah! God damn it, so close. We lost a lot of time. This gear shifting issue is really costing us. Yeah, again, smashing the button and it won't give me the fucking gear. You gotta really pull down hard. There's no way I can race Formula Series with this. Really putting my head down, sweating hard, trying to get this fastest lap. Really taking a lot of curve here. Bringing the absolute neck out of this car here, really pushing hard before the tires start to drop off onto the last lap. We got plenty of fuel now for the sprint to the finish line. Let's see what we can do. Definitely don't have any threat from behind. The only threat I have now is myself and the shifting issue. No shifting errors yet. Don't want to jinx it. Yes! Oh, really just when you think set a personal best lap, proper good. AI set one 2 seconds faster. Not sure if that's just coming down to straight line speed or my shifting issues or my talent. Not sure what that's coming down to. Everyone's flying in now, including Sloan, who made a pit stop not that long ago. Really don't understand the strategy here. It looks like we're going to have a different top three than we initially had. I'm pretty sure Johnson is the 90s Skyline that went off earlier, so he might be making a good comeback at the end of this race. But at the moment, I'm not really paying too much attention to that because we're entering the heart of the second sector and we are 8.5 seconds clear. Big mistake there as the rear end starts to leave us. We've been leading on the last lap before in these races, but can we finally convert? I'd say it's a close one, but at this point, it's anything but. We're really pulled away and left the competition behind at this race. Albeit some of that's due to strategy, but we were there on pure pace. Refuel light comes on right as we're about to go down the pit straight. And we're about to cross the line to win the Monza Grand Prix, the Italian Grand Prix, whatever you want to say. It's not quite the win in the Ferrari that we wanted initially, but still take it. Where did everyone end up? Take a look at the timing here. Yeah, Sloan couldn't get up past P8. He was stuck down there. Wu in the McLaren 650S, he was definitely fighting for the podium in the early stage. And the NSX out of nowhere, never running in the top three to my knowledge, comes in unexpectedly and comes and gets that P2 by a good margin over Johnson in the 84 Skyline. That's interesting results. And then Skyline we were fighting earlier on in the race, he was nowhere to be seen. Not even on the first page. I'm not sure if we can even see where he ended up. Take a look at the results here. All the way in last place. That spin early in the race, not spinning, it was just putting pressure on him and just made a lockup into the one of the corners toward the end of the lap. I think it was the braking zone after the back straight, and he just couldn't handle it. Just made a big mistake, and it cost him. Started on the front row and was leading after lap 1, and just couldn't keep it. That was a good race, though. I'm happy with that. We finally got the win. We got the win at Monza that we wanted. I'm tempted to keep going, but I'm worried and frustrated about the shifting issue I'm having on the upshift. I've got a Logitech G Series wheel for PlayStation, and I've had it for a couple of years now, and I bought it secondhand, so it's been having upshift issues, like little like soft issues, nothing as bad as today for, you know, the past year or two, but it's really starting to get bad now, so it makes me wonder what the lifespan is. You know, obviously I've got my shifter here, my manual shifter, but that doesn't work for racing like this. So I might just, I think I'm gonna open the marathon reward, and then I might call it there, as much as I plan on streaming for a bit longer than an hour or so. This issue is really frustrating. Let's see what we get for 3 stars. Looks like it's gonna be a measly 5,000. Still 5,000, I guess. We have just enough to afford another set of tires now if we want to race the Citroen around another track at some point. Again, depending a bit on the shifting issues I'm having at the moment. Well, anyway, if you've watched, thank you for watching. Sorry I'm not streaming a bit longer. It's just really coming down to issues with hardware at the moment. But yeah, if you've watched, thank you so much. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you around again.